What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Muscle, and this is another Two Line Music Hut's Entertainment Report podcast. And today we have a really special guest in the building. Listen, he's the founding member of the Dance Hall Choir. You know who we have in the building today? We have Mitch, formerly of A.R.P, in the building. What's going on, big boss?
Blessings, Muscle. You don't know, it's a pleasure to be on the program once for the first time, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
But I'm here,
Thank
yeah?
you so very much for coming through, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. We got a lot to talk about right here today. So then let's just take it right from the beginning and get right into it, all right?
Okay.
What part of Jamaica did you grow up in, and what attracted you to music in the first place?
Well, I grew up in Kingston most of my life, around Kingston 13, which is Chisholm Avenue, Ricketts Crescent. Yeah. From birth till around mid-teenage years, I was around there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was rough, but yeah, it wasn't as rough on me like it was on my parents, but I'm still here, you
It's still
know.
standing.
Yeah.
Got you. And what attracted you to music in the first place?
Well, um, music was always in my family because my father was a musician. He was a Christian as well, you know, still is. All of my family is Christian except me.
Mm-hmm.
But I started in the church, and he always had his guitar, he always had his equipments, his keyboard and bass guitar, some drum instrument as well. But that's where it all began. I think I got this from my father, you know.
Was he a
So
singer too, or just more like a player of instruments?
he was more a player of instrument, but you don't know the church thing already. Everybody in our church a singer. So everybody in our church who not lead. You have some people big up our brother Cliffy, because I think I learned this harmonizing stuff from him, because that's one person who I've never in my time around him ever heard him sing like the main note in any song whatsoever. He's always singing the harmony note, some other note. So those things just stuck with me. So those things attracted me to music. Um, I grew up in the church, so I was on the choir from a tender age of around 7, 6,
Mm-hmm.
and my sister and my brother also were on the choir. Um, and from that age, I don't know if you remember this program that used to be on TV called Ring Ding.
Yes.
You remember Ring Ding?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man. So actually, I was one of the little kids who used to attend that thing with Miss Lou. Um, and then from Miss Lou, Marjorie Wiley had a next program, Pass the Ball. I was a member of that as well, and my siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So it was from a tender age I was involved in this music thing, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
And it was more like from a Christian standpoint than like a child standpoint. So then now when you became
Yeah.
older, when did you actually start to venture? Okay, even before that,
hmm
when it came to music, who was some of your influence? Who did you really like and say, you know what, I want to sing like this person or do something like what they're doing?
All right. Well, actually, what attracted me first was music, because my father tried to teach me how to play the guitar from a tender age, but I didn't really understand the terminologies, the terms, and all of that. All I had
Mhm.
was this, and this was more important than those A, B's, and C, and D, and G, and fret, and all of those stuff.
Mhm.
Trust me. when I say I had it like that, I had it like that. I could know a sound, I could differentiate a sound from another. So that's how I applied myself to learning guitar, playing the guitar. I played the piano, you know, I played the bass. And when I was in church, I got some tutoring from Neville Alexander. He's in gospel as well. He plays on most of those gospel tracks back then as well, you know, like with Grace Thrillers, you know, name it. He was a part of those, and he was my teacher, trying to learn how to play guitar from a tender age, you know,
Mhm.
and it continued from then. And even in high school, when I was around, not high school, primary school, I was around what? I think 8 years old. My grandfather came down from America, and he brought with him a classical acoustic guitar for me. So so it even got better for me because I was very popular in primary school because of that guitar, you know.
Mhm.
So I was on the choir at school. I was at all of those events as well, including me and my little guitar, you know. So everybody knew me back then.
Mhm. Did you think music would have been your path, or that was just something you like to do in your pastime?
It was more, I think music was more of a getaway for me than anything else at that time, you know, because I don't know, maybe I had some psychological issues or something, but you know, kids are we're always seeking attention and all of that stuff, and when you're not really getting it from, because I didn't really grow up with my parents as like every day, you know. In the beginning, it was more of my grandparents, like my great grandmother and my grand aunt, and to some lesser extent my grandmother.
Mhm.
They were the ones who really grew me and my siblings, you know. So I would say like my great grandma didn't really like me that much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she used to take out her frustrations, especially on me, you know.
Mhm.
And she used to follow what other people say. One time when they are primary school, me a little picnic brother. Me allowed for ramp up and down if me want. You understand what me I say? Me can't live this restricted life. You understand me? So sometimes, no. You know, say me about interview, yeah. Pardon that, you know, brother. I'm family them from the other side. Yes, you understand me. But yeah, as we were saying, yeah, me used to get in a lot of trouble because of that, you know. And me used to never used to vent like how other people do. So everything just stuck in my brain, in my head, you know. And music was my getaway. If it wasn't music, I was an artist as well. So me used to draw. Me used to draw. And every spare time, me just focus on this. Put one buckle on some table or something and just draw it. So I'm a very good artist as well, you know. So my first inspiration was to be an architect, not a musician.
No
So
idea.
yeah, man. So it just evolved from that, you know. I got my guitar, and then I started concentrating on just music.
Mhm.
So I would be creating things with the guitar. And around after the pass the ball thing finished, then there was Colgate Cavity Fighters Club. I don't know if you remember that, but that was very popular back in the day. Neville Willoughby and Pat Gooden and
Yeah.
RJR, they used to have that program every Saturday morning, you know.
Mhm.
So that was my beginning, basically, because Neville Bill was very famous back in the days, you know. He did that famous interview with Bob Marley, and he kind of took me under his wings somewhat, and inspired me. So I wrote my first song when I was around 10 years old. Yeah, and he taught me how to structure a line and all of that stuff, you know. So from a tender age, I was writing, creating my own stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so this wasn't something that you developed later. You actually came into the business knowing how to write and play instruments and all of these stuff from the jump.
Right.
Yeah.
Basic. Yeah, man. But you don't know, as growing up, you still have to go school and all of that, you know. So went to school, was popular in school as well because of this music stuff. And whenever it calls upon me to lead devotion in the
Mhm.
school, I was there and all of that stuff, all of that good stuff, you
Mhm.
know. I even became a Christian too early, I think, because the reason why I jumped into that was because most of my friends were Christians. They got baptized and I wasn't, but I did,
Mhm.
and then I came out of it about 2 to 3 years later.
Yeah,
Just
because
wasn't for
you were
me,
still
man.
young. You're still young
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
time.
you
So
understand me?
yeah,
It just wasn't for me, bro.
I
And
get you.
my eyes kind of opened up to certain things where when I really wasn't really being explained through Christianity. So you know,
Mhm.
and everything was for a purpose,
Makes
bro.
sense.
Me they kind of, not lie, me they kind of out of it with other people in other sense because me even try kill myself, bro. Me even try kill myself 3 times, 3 times, bro. Tell you must let, and it's because of stupidness. Because you're young and certain things used to happen, and when your great grandmother can look for you and tell you say, "Why she hate you?" That kind of hit home. Cause that she alone grow me, and you know, if she hate me, then you know,
Mhm.
I'm kind of take those things kind of seriously, and I tried I tried hanging myself once, the card bus.
Mhm.
That was in primary school.
Mhm.
I drank bleach, it never worked. Me eat rat poison, it never worked. So at the end of that, me realized must be a person purpose why me still about, you know. So
Mhm.
I kind of cut off of them thoughts there and all of those stuff. You know, any problem I did have, me either talk to my psychiatrist because my mother did find out what go on early, and she made me talk to a psychiatrist on come what you call on the road them, I don't remember the name of the road. Somewhere around a crossroads, Life End Road.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I kind of deal with my issues them, you know. And I want to tell you, you know, brother, I did meet in an accident and at around 10 years old, I did meet in an accident and I never get no treatment fee. Just go to the doctor and doctor look for you. Cause them time the doctor now have none of them equipment there for analyze and see what go on.
Mhm.
But the problem happened, it started affecting me like 3 years after when I was about to go to high school, Kingston Technical High School. Yeah, big up KT.
Mhm.
But before that, I went to after I left Russell Primary. That is actually where Elephant Man went to, you know. So me and O'Neil Bryant did a go see in primary school. Big up O'Neil.
Mhm. Same time or we're different years?
Yeah.
Same time or different years?
Same time. He doesn't call me Mitch.
Mhm.
He call me Roger.
Roger and O'Neill.
Him have a fun time. I call me Raja.
Mhm.
Raja Mitchell, what go on my youth? Remember back in them days, my youth? I try play football. I him that, you know?
Yeah. Whenever anybody does that Elephant Man voice, it's always so funny because everybody does it the exact same way. The exact same
Yeah, man.
way.
Well,
Mhm.
you know, it was some fun. I had a lot of fun. It's not some fun. I had a lot of fun growing up as well. Although it was in the church, but you don't
Mhm.
know. Most of my friends were at that time were in the Christian world, and
Mhm.
I
So,
was trying to venture somewhere else.
so when you decided to start venturing now and I guess take music a bit more serious, what were some of your first movements that you had made?
Well, the year I think it was 19. It was the year right after Gilbert. You
So
remember?
that's
That's 1988, right?
88? 88.
1988.
Mhm.
So in 1989 now, I saw this advertisement on the TV for Tasty's Talent. Yeah, man. So Tasty's Talent was the first venture into this music world, basically, you know.
Mhm.
And my mother was always supportive. Thanks to my mother, you know, she followed me to the what do I call it now, the audition and all of that stuff, and you know, she gave me her support, man. So I ended up getting nominated for the contest, and I was placed fourth, I think, and I got best dress. So I got best dress, brother. You
Mhm.
want to see the suit I'm wear them time there? Tuxedo, a white, full white tuxedo with the tail. You know the tail on the tuxedo. My gosh, man.
Do you remember what you actually sang at the competition?
Yeah, I sang Kenny Rogers. I sang Lady, I'm your knight in shining on, and I love you. You know?
Mhm.
Go out with the thing, man. We get my little reel up and yeah, that was that, you know.
Mhm.
Then few years after, not even few years after, right after that, I entered because when I left from primary school, I went to Norman Manley. It's now high school,
Mhm.
and that's where everything started to develop in terms of me getting to understand music as well because when at that time, you know, schools usually had music class.
Mhm.
Then me no know where that exists no more in our school. I mean I understand why, but at this way it reach I know in a Jamaica, you know, brother. Music class. Me no know whether which school right now have that in a them subjects.
Mhm.
Yeah. But at Manly I did that. But I only spent 1 year in at Norman Manly. And I went to a all age school called Independent City All Age. And that's where I ended up spending 1 year there and then ventured off to Kingston Technical High School. So the year in between, that's when I entered the Tasties talent for the first time.
Mhm.
And I got some popularity off of it. And whole heap of party. Like 1 month worth of party. Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Family belly full for 1 month, bro.
Till you're sick.
So, you know, after that, when I went to high school, that first year, I moved from where I was in Ricketts Crescent to Ricketts Avenue. So, in that Ricketts Avenue time now, that's when I met with the twins, Patrick and Paul, twin or
Mhm.
twin, my brethren them, my brother them. You understand me?
Yeah.
Them see me on TV, you know. And me just live 2 yards from them, you know, bro. So it just automatic. Cause them used at that time they used to keep like the craziest buckle party from Ricky's Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And it just developed from there. I'm actually one of the persons who actually inspired them to become musicians, you know?
Okay.
Because yeah man, because back then you used to have like some little stage shows in the community. You know, you have Percy Nile, you have Blackout, and I don't know if you remember them DJ there.
Mm-hmm.
Destruction, he changed Kersey Nile, changed the name from Kersey into Destruction, which I think was a bad move.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody never want to work with him after him changing name, you know? But he was very good back then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then but at that time, I was friends with the twins, and this is a videographer now. He's called Psycho Tanbad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So Psycho Tanbad actually came up. He was always good with gadgets and making stuff. So he made actually a recording instrument. Not really like something like tape, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Something like where you just put in a tape and stuff, and you could put tracks and tracks and tracks. So that's how the Twinner Twins first tape came out.
Okay.
Well, yeah, man. So I was a part of all of that, man.
Didn't know
And
that.
then Beenie Man go grab on it.
Mm-hmm.
So all of them talking the way where you see a Beenie Man with the Bob Marley talk. I know Bob Marley him get it from. Twins. Yes, I am. All of them.
Twins and
You might
Twins were
not, you
really the
might
one.
not admit it, but we know. You know the
Twins and
story.
Twins really came up with all those slangs, and I guess because Beanie Man was the bigger artist at this time here, he got
Right.
he got the shine with it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. But it was
Oh,
fun because right after that now we started me and the twin and we started I was still in school, but we started like learning how to make clothes,
hmm.
right? So we used to do that to make money, you know, and then we got a little bit better at it. Then we started taking the road feet. So if you reach half a tree, one bicycle, three man on one bicycle. I don't know that work, but it work. Or two man a walk, one man a ride. You understand me? I say, and
Mhm.
we reach half a tree, brother. Barefoot or not, we no business about that. We have a little, cause them back then, so the vest them did I wear back then. We make crazy of them, man. And we decide to go check Kabi.
Mhm.
Mr. Kabi, rest in peace, Mr. Kabi.
Mhm.
That man is the first man who accept our clothes. So we had our clothes being selling in Kabi's store. He make sure say, our spot there. So that's where it come from, and Paul take it on more than Patrick. Patrick is not 2 lakhs. Paul is 2 lakhs.
Mhm.
Yeah. So 2 lakhs take on the fashion thing. And him ended up suing for popular artists like Capleton, you know, and works. And we and A.R.P further on down the line. When time we bust now, twin them a fit way in we close them. You see?
I never knew the Twins were into. I thought they were always artists. I had no clue that they were doing tailoring and all that stuff before.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. That how them start. That how them get into the business too. Yeah, man. So back then, most of the clothes them where you see Capleton are wear.
Mhm.
A twins And twin and twins them I deal with it, man. Man, if them did want me say that about me, I said that same way because it's still part of my life.
Oh, that's interesting. That never heard of that. Never knew that before.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Okay.
we're just more than friends. We're not friends. We're more like brothers, yeah.
Mhm,
We have a lot of experiences together.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
man.
So you
Growing
guys
up.
are coming together as so they're doing clothes. You started out with clothes too. So did you
Yeah.
continue to pursue tailoring, or you decided to go more into music?
I did music because once I started high school, um we were doing the tailoring. I'm trying to remember exactly how it go. We were just doing tailoring for about 2 years, and then um I started playing basketball, volleyball in high school. So I got very good at volleyball.
Mhm,
So we got that good that we defeated the champions, yeah, which was Knox College. And back then you had Knox College and Arden were the top volleyballers at that time. You understand me? So we as KTites came and defeated everybody every year after year. But the first year we won it, the first year we won the competition, I was leaving there, and when I was on the bus going home, happy as hell. First championship, must feel good in myself, brother.
mhm.
What? The on the bus, I sing a go me yard, bro. I'm going to hear one woman behind me say, "Oh, you sound very good." And brother, me not sing on the top of my voice, whisper singing, me a singing. Me just a whisper sing. And this woman hear me. And say, would I like to be a part of a group? Me never itch. Me say, yes. Tell me what me for do. She just give me a number. I'm call the person and I call the person, and when I call the person said for come in for an interview. That person was Ray Alexander. He was the manager of the group back then. But yeah, call me. I'm gonna go for the interview. First time I see the guys, it was Patrick, Alwyn, and Arville, aka Daville, right?
Mhm.
So it was a nice meeting, but when time he reached, bro, none of them can do no harmony. Them need holy power. What time I say holy power, brother? Holy power. Zane, me a talk like actually we had to rehearse for 1 year straight. 1 year mean 1 year. That means a Sunday no count out of it.
And what year was this here that you actually first met? Because it was three of them that you met at this time here.
Yeah. So that
Mhm,
is I think it's 1991.
mhm,
I think it's 1991 we
mhm,
met. And then after that I liked the vibe of the group and stuff, and they knew that I could do harmony. I knew about harmony, so that's basically why I was involved in the group,
mhm.
because I knew harmony and somewhat knew how to train them to harmonize. But it was a lot of work because they didn't have the ear for harmony at all. They just loved the group thing,
Yeah.
and yeah, so I started training them, but some of them take longer to learn than some because you don't know everybody not up on the same level as. So it's all right. I had patience and they had the patience because they wanted it too. So you know, we train, we train, we train. We have to have repeat lines, repeat lines, so them get a common understanding of the song where them supposed to I, I fling out on the song them every time. So yeah,
And was
for
the
one
name
year straight.
ARP? Was the name ARP when you had met them?
Hell no. Hell no, brother. That is another saga in itself. Cause them time you know, them one name the group SOF. I said SOF
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah.
Soft. Said, yeah, listen, no, not brother. Soft.
Yeah.
Poor big tone man you want call soft. We don't say nothing to it, you know. We don't say nothing. We say, we
Mhm.
find a good name soon.
Mhm.
Right? And then one rehearsal, one of the rehearsal, we kind of have, at that time we had the manager had people coming in to, to really, not really criticize, but to be more of consultants or mentor type of, vibe behind all of the group thing that was going on. And I remember he brought Jeffrey Chung, rest in peace, Jeffrey Chung. And Jeffrey Chung listened to us and he loved what he was hearing. But he kept saying that we had potential. That is enough for me, right? So we continued and he came back another time. The next time he came back, now Jeffrey Chung came back with Jimmy Riley. Rest in peace, boy. I'll be rest in peace with the one star. But Jimmy Riley, no, this is the next joke, you know. You don't
Mhm.
know what Jimmy Riley that think about in the star. The one said to us, said to us. So we bring up the question to him. Cause we don't have problem with naming the group.
Mhm.
Here, Jimmy Riley. Yeah, man. Name the group Vipers.
Yeah.
Vipers. Jesus Christ. Vipers. We just say, blessed, blessed, blessed. Oh, now I work with that. Then he just come to say, yo, Alwyn, Raja, Patrick. And at that time, Arville was called polyester. Yeah. Time did work on I think it was Amar's one of them close store there
Mhm.
downtown.
Mhm.
But them used to call him polyester. So we just put two P together and just make it one P and just call it A.R.P. So it was basically on the original concept was our names. And then it needed a meaning. So we changed it to a raw perspective. All right.
Mhm.
And then we changed it from a raw perspective because no, I get that wrong. Before that, we named it Always Ready to Perform.
Mhm.
Zane, so
Mhm.
to we name it Always Ready to Perform, you know what kind of stigma that I got put on we know.
Mhm.
So we make sure so we have to sharpen our brother. Cause as soon as somebody here who say always ready to perform, you don't know we have to go perform. Right off of the bat. And we can't miss.
Mhm.
You know? But it was good that we named it that because it sharpened us up.
Right away.
You know?
Okay, so then you guys did the year of rehearsing. You guys
Yeah,
came was SOF first. They got rid of that
yeah.
ARP. At this time, there was still four members, or there was actually five members in the group at this time here.
It was four of us because we used to after the 1 year of rehearsing, we started doing some cabarets, right? We did cabaret on the North Coast, Siboney, all of them. Siboney, Sandals, Beaches, you name it. Back then, we were there,
Mhm.
yeah, on a regular basis. That's the time when I think Richie Stevens just finished doing cabaret, you know. So we were in demand on the hotel scene back then. So we did a lot of that. We ended up getting to meet a lot of celebrities. We met Boys to Men. We met Silk. Remember Silk?
Of course.
Yeah, man. We met Silk, bro. Trust me, that was a night. I was at Siboney, and we met Jay Z.
Tell me
We
how
met
that happened because I seen that picture on your Instagram and I wanted to know how that happened.
so um that was when we were actually we got sponsored by Tommy Hilfiger um through the hotel scene, and then MTV used to have this the spring break, right? So they used to every spring break would be in Negril. So we got the opportunity to perform on spring break one of the year. Fortunately, that's the year when Boyz II Men was there, Jay Z was there, Destiny's Child was there, Usher was there. Yo,
What?
but bless brother.
Boss,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
because listen, this is basically Beyonce and Jay Z, pre Beyonce and Jay Z.
No, it's more like what I said. Initial,
Hmm.
because he might look, he might making moves from then, man. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, we took picture with Destiny Style. I can't link up with that photographer. I don't know where he is now, but yeah, he gave me the picture with that we took with Jay Z. So I kept it all of these years. But yeah, we took pictures with all of them. Usher, Destiny's Child, and Beyonce. The whole of them. Michelle, all of them, bro.
That's
Boys to Men. Boys to Men was the same thing.
Mhm.
Yo, they loved us, man.
At this time. So you guys are still performing. Have you guys recorded anything yet, or this is just straight live
Uh,
performance?
all right, so I think I think we did. I don't remember the name of the record radio announcer, but back then when JBC was radio was still up. I think it was last year, the final year for the radio station. There was Dennis Howard, there was um Keith Keith Brown,
Mhm.
and another disc jockey. I don't remember his name, but we recorded a song for him. That was actually our first recording ever, and that was about 92. That was around 1992.
Mhm.
Yeah. But after that, we never really did much recordings as such until like around, let me see, like around yeah, around a year and a half later, we
Mhm.
did we did another recording. But
And what
it
was
all
your
all of these recordings mainly started because 2 years after, this is what, 1992,
Mhm.
around 2 years, 2 years. No, it's not 2 years. Yeah, around 2 years after we entered Tasties. So that was the second time
so first
I
you had
was in
entered as an
Tasties
individual, and then now you had entered with your group.
with the group,
Mhm.
bro. And this time it was bigger. It was bigger this time, bro.
Mhm.
But by this time now, we started hanging around Sly and Robbie, and he was very supportive at the time. Yeah, Sly and Robbie, they were both very, and Gixie as well. So we started doing some work with them. Actually, we did some recordings with them the same year we entered Tasties. Yeah. And then it was like when it was the same year when Lion King came out, right? Yeah, man. So when Lion King came out now, it was a very nice song, you know, very nice song, but we weren't thinking about it like that
Mhm.
as a part of our performance because we were concentrating on this tasties thing and winning it. And we were going hard, but after the first show, the first it's not this first show, we got nominated. After got nominated now, we ended up at mixing lab one night.
Mhm.
That night now is just an interesting night because Snow just having big tune. You understand me? So he was here in the island at the time, and we were at the studio, and Sly and Robbie and Bounty Killer and everybody were at mixing lab that night. And there was this other singer, this female singer called Robin that was there at the time. And she suggested to us, why you don't sing the Lion King song? And she said, so I remember this. I said, jeez, I'm crying. So we're gonna try it.
Mhm.
And we started practicing it right there and then. And then we just started doing it at the tasty shows. Because they used to go around the island before the main show, which was in December, I think.
Mhm.
Right? Bro, every parish mashup. As soon as we say we, the place not good, bro.
Mhm.
Not good again, man. So, we see so we have something in the making right now. So we just run with it, bro.
So this was your first ARP's first breakthrough was in the
Great.
jungle.
You're right.
Mhm.
Definitely. You know? We
Because
came
what I
second in
remember,
the Yeah, we came second in the competition. We couldn't beat the winner. She
do you
was a
remember who
female.
was the winner?
No, we couldn't beat her. She
Who
was
was
she
she?
was she was a female DJ, and she was talking about women empowerment, bro. We couldn't beat that. We couldn't beat that. All we could have buy for a second place. And we
Mhm.
happy with the second place. Cause we see something in the future where, trust me,
Mhm.
the future look bright for it.
Mhm.
So we are right with the second place because we got out of that contest, we got a recording contract, right? With Buju studio at the time.
Cell
Yeah.
block?
Cell Block
Mhm.
with Sil Garden and Buju Banton. So that's how far we and Buju have been coming from. So that's around 94, 90, yeah, around 94, 95, I think.
Crazy. Okay, so then you guys recorded. Where did you guys record in the jungle?
We recorded it at Sly Rabbit.
Mhm.
Cell Block.
Cell block.
Yeah, man, Cell Block. We recorded it.
And then when it came out as a recording, now, okay, you guys performing it live, and
Yeah,
that's cool. And everything. But
yeah,
when it
man.
came out as a recording, did this really solidify, or what did this do for you guys' career now?
Well, it solidified us as professionals now, and we actually it didn't go number one. It didn't hit like that. But when it comes to stage shows, trust me, it's a different story altogether. And back then you're everywhere now, bro.
Mhm.
You're at the feds, you're at every school function, every corporate functions, all of them.
Hmm.
So we were very popular back then. Yeah.
Be-
Pardon the glasses, yeah, and the darkers are readers.
No, man, it's all. No, listen, it's all good. As I was saying, because what I okay, that song, that's initially
Yeah.
how I got I heard about A.R.P. and how I heard about it, it was really a Bass Odyssey dub plate.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Mark attack up him things over there. Mark, easy, you know. Yeah,
How did
man.
you guys connect with Bass Odyssey to really, because to me, this is
Yeah,
just me personally, I could be seeing it wrong. In
yeah.
the songman culture, it was really Bass Odyssey that pushed that A.R.P. from here to the moon.
Actually, it was two sounds at
Mhm,
that time. Two sounds at that time that really pushed us,
mhm.
right? And I shouldn't say two, I should say three, because you had Crystal and you had sound from Standpipe, Travelers,
Yes.
yeah, and you have Bass Odyssey,
Mhm.
right? All were introduced to us by Babs the Twitch. Yeah, Babs the Twitch used to make sure say we look at dub plate money then. You understand me? And
Mhm.
the man there, I'm grateful to him for life, bro. And the man
Because
there, yeah,
the link with Babsy was through Cell Block.
right. Bojo, same thing. Yeah, you understand me? So him ensure Bojo don't make them know say what take care. Cause him never really did it most of the times. You understand me? Him always dep on tour or you know. I try
Mhm,
set up him other studio. So him did very busy.
mhm,
But you know, whenever him is there, we
mhm.
vibe and we him give us we look at pointers and you know, we just run with it. Yeah,
So then at
yeah.
this point, it's still for you guys. When did the fifth member actually come into the group?
The fifth member came in um before all of that. The fifth member came in like right before we entered Tasties,
Mhm,
right? The fifth member, which is Colin Gilbert,
mhm.
right? He came in 1 year. Linval Linval Thompson is his name. I'm not. I think I'm mixing up his last name, but
Mhm.
he was responsible for Teen Splash back then. You remember Teen Splash?
Of course,
Yes. So
big stage show.
yeah, man. So 1 year it was at Skateland. I think it was the final year
Mhm.
in Skateland, and we were there. And we just done mash up the place, 4 away and come off stage. As we come off a stage, only hear one voice said, yo, I'm bass in I grew up. Brother, go spin protect me same time. Cause and I put on me na add on nothing. I saw the man sound. When the man said that, me not H brother, me say, yes, brother.
Mhm.
Yes. And him can sing little bit. And I need not more than that. Cause me are the orchestrator. Me don't worry about that. Me sort out this.
Right.
Cause me know say no, yo, not even by them time they who alone did that bass by some time they were shot. Um Big singer Mikey Spice.
Mhm.
The man voice, double Mikey Spice voice. No disrespect to Mikey Spice. Yeah, I'm a top singer. But me I tell you, when BSC sing pan any mic, him have to be like 6 feet away from the microphone.
Mhm.
When him the 6 feet away from the microphone, the nigga still a peak. Buck, 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 buck. You have to train him for controlling voice, brother. The way the man voice big.
Mhm.
And that was what I needed for this group to sound the way of me I vision it in my brain. So yes, yes. So when time the lion sleep come in, brother, and you hear the big voice there. By TBS Odyssey, Red Jesus Christ. It is over. You see me? So as basic coming out of the group, we can see the future. I say yes.
Mhm.
We are work towards something now. Let's go. You know?
Okay, so you guys have In the Jungle out. You brought in Basie, everything is going good. So where was the next moves right now for the group?
All right. So after In the Jungle now, we started doing a lot of recordings around Cell Block.
Mhm.
Um, Meet up with some DJs like Mark Hudson. Mark Hudson was a producer, you know. We recorded for Still Garden as well. A lot of songs for Still Garden. Um, Gary G and Mark Hudson were had a little Stone Cold,
Mhm.
and then we recorded for them. We got yeah, a few hits from with Still Garden. No, Stone Cold, because back then we did around two songs with Zebra,
Yes.
where they go on with that little thing. You see me? And we just want to develop, and then you know, after that we started doing shows,
Mhm.
and then one year after, a few years after, no, not a few years, about because by then now Ghetto Splash was up and about, so Ghetto Splash came and we did our thing there, and got introduced to Patrick Roberts.
Shocking
Yeah,
vibes.
shocking vibes, because once we mash up that the Ghetto Splash, the Hero Circle, it was another another milestone. Yeah, I started where I say thanks to that Lion Sleep song and few others. Cause you don't know, we used to a cabaret we started out singing, so we know all of the hits them, and you know,
Mhm.
back then that was the thing. So we did what was in at the time, you know.
So
And
you guys
then
are as a group, you guys are now rising as a group, five members, everything is going on. And at this time here, you guys had started to dabble in dancehall also.
right,
Mhm.
right. We started dabbling in dancehall from Stone Cold.
Mhm.
Stone Cold came, and we did that song, Rhythm of the Night. To
Yes.
the beat of the rhythm of the night,
Mhm.
dance until the morning. So yeah, so we start venturing into that.
Mhm.
What we really wanted to do was go full force in dancehall, you know, but it it wasn't happening at that time,
Mhm.
you know, and it was basically us. It was basically us at that time, and then about a year and a half later, still at Cell Block, Banky, we met Bankylos,
Mhm.
right, and we did every step I take, every step I take, every move I make, you know, and
Monster, 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 monster song.
yeah, man.
Mhm.
But that was I think around 97, 98.
Mhm.
It hit the year when World Cup, when we got selected for World Cup. Yeah. But before that we were doing some little stuff. We were doing a little, what do you call it? Like an audition album for Island Records with Pat Gooden. Not Pat Gooden. What's her name again? Pharrell. Trish Pharrell. And we did that. Then Island, it I don't know what happened to the company, the label. I think Chris scrap it or something like that,
Mhm.
because it was no more Island Records, and so that went through the window, you know. But in that time, before that hit,
Mhm.
we started linking up with um Shocking Vibes. Through Shocking Vibes, we met Tony Kelly, We met Tony Kelly, we met Dave Kelly, we met a lot of them, right? So we were basically around Shocking Vibes for that period of time.
Mhm.
So that's how we came about with doing those songs with Beenie Man. Yeah.
Because you
After
guys
that.
did almost like it seems like you guys did almost an album with Beanie Man at one time because you guys had so many songs together.
Yeah, more than four songs on that album. Many
Mhm.
moods of Moses.
You guys
You
did the
know?
intro. You guys did
Yeah.
collaborations. It was all type of stuff you guys did.
Yeah. But thanks to Boldy, because before we even went to Shocking Vibes, we were around Shocking Vibes. Bolby used to be at Selba some of the time, and he was the one who actually introduced Banky to us. So he was instrumental in our first song with Beenie Man was for Bolby, right?
Which
Yeah,
song was that there?
that one is oh God, again. I remember the name of the song. Oh, we can't forget that the first Beenie Man song, man.
Yeah.
But
It
it's too
wasn't
long
Storm.
ago, man.
It
We
wasn't
can't
Storm
remember.
or any of those there.
No, man. Before Storm and all of them, we did one with them. It was a woman tune. You are the wife. The name. You are the wife. You have him children.
Committed.
You are the one him come home to when him leave work at night. But all I'm here to try, yeah. All I'm gonna try to keep you on. La, 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 la. You see me?
Mhm.
So that was the first one we did with Beenie Man. And then the second one was Banky, through Bolby
Mhm.
again. And that was a straight hit. That was a
And what
straight
did
hit.
okay, so then now when you guys got the big song with
Mm.
Beanie Man Missing You, what
Right.
did this now do for you guys' career?
That did a lot. Because now we started hanging around Shocking Vibes now. So we did a lot of shows together,
Mhm.
right? That that just put us on a different level now because every show Beenie Man was on locally, we were there.
Mhm.
So we were now like opening act to second to last act, on every show, every
Mhm.
one of them, you know, and then we introduced Beenie Man. So that was like a program set now. Every show I Beenie Man, once I see A.R.P, them
Mhm.
know who next, you know. So that was crazy. The last time we performed on White River Reggae Bash. The first time we performed on White River Reggae Bash with Beenie Man, that was unforgettable. Unforgettable, man. Because it's like the intro alone. Because mighty Beenie Man, ready to kill. Whole face a mash up.
Mhm.
And we not there on stage yet. When time we go on stage now, then Beenie Man come on and the whole of we are put on this dance performance where the real not stop for about almost 10 minutes.
Mhm.
We can't forget them thing the brother. Come here say yes.
Mhm. And what year are we speaking
Performance
about
up
here?
there.
What
Yeah
year?
man.
What year are we
That
speaking about
was
here?
we're talking about like 90 98 90 yeah 98 99.
Mhm.
Yeah, around that time.
You guys are doing good. Okay, so then
Yeah,
98, 99, you and Beanie Man are doing great stuff and all this. Did
yeah.
you guys had did a demo album for Island, but that didn't come out. So you guys didn't have a whole body of work for yourself yet at this time here.
No, we didn't. We had a lot of songs here and there, not an album per se,
Mhm.
We were more on the stage shows, basically, I'm trying to remember the year. I think it's 99 or 90. Yeah, I think it's 99.
Mhm.
We got best reggae group with Jammies. One time Jammies was an award. You know,
Yes.
we got it over a lot of the top groups back then. You know, you had melody makers, no, not melody makers. Um, what's the name of this group? I forgot the name of this group. This big group, but forget it.
Yeah.
We got the awards,
Hmm.
yeah. Back then,
Hmm.
so it was all because of our performances and stuff. And by that time, the Morgan Heritage was up back then. So
Hmm.
Morgan Heritage was nominated. Um, I think Ziggy Marley had a group. I'm not sure.
That's singer. That's melody makers. Ziggy Marley.
Melody Makers,
Hmm.
right? Melody Makers. Then,
Hmm.
yeah, man. It was a good time back there. But
Hmm.
other than that, we were doing our stuff, and
And
then few years. It wasn't a few years after we got um we got introduced to RC1. That's 99, I think. 1999, we got introduced to RC1 and Ricky General. And right. So we got few hits from them as well. And
mhm.
also we had a hit with Computer Paul.
Mhm.
Selena, love me come me bump the sense in me. Yeah. Drink up me. That's my favorite hit up to this day, bro.
Yeah, big song. Big
Yeah,
song.
man.
And the trick with it, to me, it's like these times I thought ARP was way more of a singing group opposed to a dance hall group when that song there came out.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
we try to do it. We try to do it, keep it that way,
Mhm.
right? We try to keep it that way because um while we started going around shocking vibes, then there were a lot of groups now starting to come up, you know? There are a lot of groups starting to come up and we were hanging around with them.
Mhm.
ARP was involved with most of these groups that were there back then, right? You had Twices, you had T.O.K, you had you had you had Men to Mention, but Building Black was before us. Building Black was the first one, right? You had many more other groups, right? You had another one that was in the competition with us and Tasties from Montego Bay. I don't
Mhm.
remember their names now, right? But you had T.O.Q, and then later on you had T.O.K.
So there
But
was a TOQ
those
first.
exactly. So you know the big singer from T.O.Q, right? His name is D Major.
Okay, yes, but
So
didn't they
that
change
is
that
why,
name? They
right?
changed that name two times though. It was QT or something like that. It was called.
It was named QT after T.O.K came in the picture. So they were touch of quality,
Hmm.
right? And then T.O.K came in the picture. So they switched their name to QT,
Hmm.
right? But it was T.O.Q first. T.O.Q first. Yeah, man.
You learn
We used to
something new
rehearse.
every
They
day.
used to come and we both would rehearse together. Um, back in Hollywood Avenue.
So this is TOK or TOQ that was you guys were together.
T.O.Q,
Yeah,
not T.O.K.
yeah.
T.O.Q. Yeah. So that was how it began. We used to be friends with almost all of them.
Hmm.
Almost all of them, bro. Except T.O.K.
Okay, so
You
then
know?
let's get into this here.
Mm.
How did they even come on? How did they even show up on your radar? And then where did the whole issue begin with them?
All right. well, we used to go around with the feds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we used to see them, but it's not really like I it wasn't really like friendly vibe between. They were more to themselves. We were more to ourselves and whoever is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really like we had any animosity towards them, man. Yeah, and it's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we used to see them started coming around Shocking Vibe Studio when it was at Penthouse,
Yes.
right? So yeah, man, that's where that started from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, them are going to them thing, but it kind of seemed funny sometimes because we did a song called we did over the did this Stevie Wonder hit Part Time Lover,
Mm-hmm.
and then they did it dancehall style. Yeah, we didn't even do it original. We did it our style, but not really dancehall. It
Mm-hmm.
was dancehall anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, different from them. They did a version, we did a version.
Okay. Quick
Right.
question. Question.
Yeah.
How far apart did these songs come up? Were they like a week apart, 6 months apart, where people would know, okay, there's something going on here, or it just could have been a chance? How far apart did they come up?
It was in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
Put it that way. It was in the same year. It was
And
in the same year.
you guys came out first.
Yeah, we always came out first.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? But fine, that gone through the gate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then we realized that they are getting bigger in this in the music business. And I said, yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, brother. So guess what now? The problem was that we keep hearing negative stuff about them towards us. You understand me? And whenever we saw them, whenever we saw them, it wasn't that vibe.
Yeah.
It was none of that vibe, right? Fine. So they put out a song called I think it was the first real hit that they had, which was when it broke out. No
Eagles.
boy was like a shutter and nothing, yeah. And then we were thinking, we started thinking, A.R.P started thinking, I said, yo, my youth, my next big group is a come up, my youth.
Mm-hmm.
Look for Bounty and Beenie. See, if we want to make this thing last fair longer while, I mean like group wise, cause we can open the doors for more people like we
Mm-hmm.
come through the gate. You understand what I mean? I say if we make it last a little longer than. You understand what I mean? I say can make more other groups them coming at the picture now. You understand me? And try run it like our Bounty and Beanie them a deal with the thing. We let go the song. We did a counteraction to them to that song. See?
Mm-hmm.
Them a ball for the war and a stay far. Light little counteraction. We not touch nobody car. We just mention a little line. So
Mm-hmm.
how you feel like the eagle in your car? And that not really no counteraction. But
Mm-hmm.
if you go talk in a real life, brother, you can't tell nobody say you're gonna you can and you right in front of me and a chuck badness. You're dead, bro. You're dead.
Yeah.
You understand me? You can't do that. So them never like it. So we had a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
We meet up at Penthouse and them say them not like that and them no that another direction them a go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Fine. We say all right, cool. So we low it out. We low it out and them go and do them thing and we do our thing. So for no cause no controversy or anything, we have our niche. We are singing group. We are the dancehall group. So we are gonna do it that way there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? I see how far it go. Fine, no problem. So we know we still are going to do a little thing here and there. You understand me? Tony Kelly, make a voice for Shaggy album and stuff and all of them stuff there. And we get an opportunity. We were invited to Miami. There was a station called, I don't remember, but it was Cecile's family who had this radio station in Miami at the time. I don't remember. Cecil, the Charltons, they had this radio station. So we got invited for an award there and performance and all of that stuff. So we went, and when we went, there was Luther King there, Luther Mac, sorry. You had Luther Mac and you have specialists there as well. You understand me? But me never know Luther Mac, and Luther Mac never know we. Zane, we left from the hotel late to go to the rehearsal. We do the dress rehearsal, so we never get to do no dress rehearsal. When time we reach there, him said to us, Luther Mac said to us, late. So we can't do no rehearsal. We say, my apologies. It wasn't purposeful and stuff. And say, okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But never know, say, this man I watch way away in terms of how we carry ourselves, and him not expect like say if we bash out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Him recommend with the specialist. Brother. The night after the show, him carry to specialist and introduce and say him respect how we deal with the situation and all of that stuff. So we ended up doing 2 albums with specialists. That same. So we didn't bother to come back to Jamaica for a few months.
Okay.
So we did 2 albums in that space of time.
So the
You
same,
know?
just to get this straight, the same specialist we're talking about here is the same
Yeah,
one that was responsible for Shaba, Mad Cabra, and
exactly.
all of them. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So what we did now, we did those albums, and in that space of time, probably we went about it the wrong way. You know, maybe we should have come back to Jamaica and then do it at a later date. But what happened? We just ran with the flow. We just went with the flow and just did them. Right? We did a Christmas album and we did a tribute to Heptone's album. Right? Yeah, man. That one didn't get released. So
Got you. Because I know the
yeah,
Christmas one, I just didn't know about the tribute one.
yeah. So that's what happened. And in that time now, that's where the mistake happened. Because in that time now, Tony Kelly I call it like crazy. Because him about to drop big fat fish ready, man. I tell you. I said, Tony, send it no man, we could voice pan it up there and it never work out. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the time now. T.O.K get on the rhythm and other people. That was a big rhythm. So that happened and then realized time to come home now, and when we came back, them they don't fly through the gate already. You
So
see me?
would you say at this point they were the bigger group at this time, or they were the hotter group at this time?
They were they were more popular
Mm-hmm.
by then, but because by now, you know, they had this song now. They had the Eagle and they had The one on the big fat fish rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of it. But yeah. So no problem with that, yo. But then when we came back now, it's like we actually they came back they had a new hit. They had a new hit, the Chichiman. The Chichiman tune. And we said, all right, I wanna shot big time. Proud of them.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got an interview on Winfred,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, on Winfred show. And when they were on it, it's like whenever them supposed to give our props, man. If I even call a name, you understand me? Me here. I'm not sure if it's Craigie T or BC, but one of them did say, back then you did have one group where did I run the place with be a do over, would be a sing over song, oh brother, say A.R.P, you know, man. I'm got two group that I really are going with. Lost the dead, yes, but Lost is a different type of coming together. You understand me? But as group, when start off as group, we and you are hold the fort. Call we, man. Call we name. Nothing wrong with it. I call we name. Nobody come try style we like say there was another group where on the place. So Rinfred asked him if I A.R.P you mean. And all him could have said, why are you say it, you know, and me? Come on, man. Please, man. Not do with that. You understand what I say? So by then now, I kinda feel a way about that. You understand me? Cause you don't want war. You don't want to me, war and a war in a music.
Mm-hmm.
I just musical we are talk about. Zane, all I would have better off by now. Cause trust me. Me not have no ill feeling towards nobody. We just in the music business, and this is a way where me think we could have used it for elevate groups. So me not think about T.O.K. I me not think about A.R.P. You understand what I say? I saw me not look on it, but them not look on it that way. But when after about a year had passed and then you gotta say this like say we not exist. Zine, it sound like you have some sort of built up feelings in you, like you achieve something because you reach this. Winfred asked them if they were talking about A.R.Ps.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, you say it, not me. So when they said that, no, that just sound a weird, just sound off.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the problem? You know? So then they move off of that when they talk about the song now. So when them Winfred asked them about the song, what I mean by chichi. Now that's so obviously is like it's sensitive, but it's not all that sensitive, Zine, if you don't know what chichi mean, chichi have two meaning,
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican wise, right? And we know chichi mean termite, and we know chichi mean them and that, right? As Jamaicans. So your song is not about an insect, bro. You gotta tell me, say we are real up and jump up for insect or can step on and crush. The serious thing, man. Muscle, come on, man. You gotta look on big, you come on big TV and go say, you as a chichi as termite.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna say chichi mean termite. So when that happen now, we ain't not gonna do nothing about it, We just a laugh and think, but them this way, basically, bro. I'm gonna say, yo, now I see him interview. I said, no, star.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a song came up, but we didn't write the song.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the first. But we didn't write the song, right? Twins write the song.
Hold on. Okay. Is that why they're in the intro? No idea. Because again, it wasn't until you said you guys were linking from a long time doing clothes and stuff. Okay, cool. I figured, but I couldn't understand why one of the twins were in the intro. It never made no sense until right now.
So yeah, man. So the twins really write that song. We put in a little thing, but most of it is twins. Yeah,
Before
man.
we even pass that, why did the twins decide to write that song?
Because them feel the same way. Them feel the same way at the time. Them feel the same way because why you go say you go fool you and say you were talking about termites.
Mm-hmm.
That don't add up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And them time that twin them are going with them things, bro. You understand me? Because I don't know because sometimes they were writing for a lot of top musicians. Mainly like Killer, you see me? So
Twins are twins.
twins. Maybe you need to link them up and make them give the story. Them. Me not tell you no more about that. But them for the history, I normal history. Two artists who come from Ricketts Crescent. Ricketts Avenue artists them there. Me and them. Yeah man. A whole heap of artists come from around a little section there.
Yeah.
Danny English, Elephant Man, you name it. Yeah, but as I was saying, yeah. So the song in knock them wicked still. Me nah lie. The song in knock them wicked and it actually did. But it was to our and their I decided just kick off. I decided just kick off because there's no way you can answer about that. You can't answer about that. There's no way to defend that song.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So I guess that's probably why the best card them can't answer about that song because what you're talking about, if you got answer it back, you understand me? But the media run with it, media run with it, and them say A.R.P and T.O.K a fight over them man there. Big news right up. Me I say, yo, it don't look good. See? So the song I play upon the radio, the song hit right off of the bat. You understand me? The song really I diss up them still, you know? That go all about the place, I diss up. Not really in personal, like we don't know nothing about them, but what we know about them
Mm-hmm.
in the song, you know? With a little man voice. I wonder which girl you think that entice. And them thing they understand me.
Yeah.
So them thing they kind of get under them skin. So, you know. But them not confront you nor them not say nothing to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then like the song just run the airwaves for like 3 to 4 weeks straight. I mean like you hear the song at least 20 times a day till them stop play for them song as much. And our song I play more than for them.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden, brother, the song just stop play. Just stop immediately. No ear, no radio now play the song. No time at all. I said, something no look right. Something no look right, brother. And me I saying to myself too. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure it out, bro. You understand what I say? But by that time now, some little news are fly around say, I just one of them thing there, look like some of them look like allegedly some of the disc jockey them get a little thing for stop. You understand me? And then once me hear that, I say, okay. So I saw the music business as here. You understand me? And it never really makes sense we go carry that on any further because it doesn't make any sense, and that wasn't my purpose in the first initial stage for war now. So we just slow it out. You understand me? We just slow it out. He got an interview on stage as well. So we just talk the things and we talk the true reason why we said we did the song and stuff. Yeah. But brother, about a week after or so after the interview, Daville FM and him alone there,
Mhm.
right? And then as a matter of fact, we never know he was there, but he was there and we were not there. We were at the our base, and then when we hear from the shout, so Davila get beat up over Upper Irie. You understand me? Brother, the whole I will just jump out and we rush go up a Irie. We go up a Irie. The whole Irie door mash up, wicked. Wicked. Me mean like is a piece of force we deal with that glass. Like when bulletproof shatter,
Mhm.
that worse than bulletproof, bro. The whole of it only leave it just fall down.
Mhm.
It only leave it crack up, shattered. Yo, me say, what really go on?
Mhm.
Nobody don't want to give no information on what go on. Nobody. All we know is that two a AR, two of T.O.K member them and Daville did in an altercation, right? And then there's a whole heap of things start come to light. We didn't know we are look out for a group member, but our group member now look out for we. You understand me? Because we spend the rest of the day and look for them.
Mhm.
And I tell you the truth, we spend the rest of the day pickaxe everything and look for them. You understand me? You don't want war, you don't want none of this, but yes, behind your back, yeah, push war. You understand me? I say so. When basically I say we did cool after that, them squash it out and all of them something there. And now with the rest of the group members them, Uncle Daville alone him them squash it out with. And them squash it out the same night. The same night them squash it out. Them go have meeting and squash it out.
Mhm.
Not with Patrick, me, Gilbert, and Alwyn. Not with none of us. Only Daville.
So was Daville considered the leader at this time here?
Daville was never the leader of the group. Daville was just a member of the group. The only reason why people might feel as if Daville was the leader of the group is because he's in most of the songs doing the lead role. Like, you know,
Mhm.
but he wasn't the leader of the group. You understand me? If it's a group, bro. It's a group.
Mm-hmm.
Each of us have our different parts to play in that group,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because if me tell you this, right, most of the songs where we write originally, me and Patrick are the main writers in all of them. Most of them are me write and Patrick write. The rest of them don't include most of the songs,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we are a group. So guess what we do on the records? We put everybody's name. We put everybody's name on it. You understand me? So that is how my thinking of it is, right? One, one. You understand me? Up to this day. That's why it hurt me so much still, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is. You understand me? A lot of people. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say T.O.K is bigger than A.R.P, and I wouldn't say A.R.P is bigger than T.O.K, because we both have our fans up to this day, right? And I know many a people who would love to see A.R.P get back together. But and me not really see that happen, you see? And it all happened because of Bass's incident where, because like about he went to prison, right, for about 2 years. So that's when everything started going downhill, you know. So in that period of time, Daville basically gave up on the group and he started doing stuff. He started doing stuff behind our backs, you know, with people that we know. You understand me? So I started to think and realize that this business is not really a nice business. Not really a nice business, bro. Yeah.
So did you guys? They formed the meeting. Everything happened. Everybody, whatever. But this is just Deville and T.O.K over there. They're
Yeah,
taking care
that
of
the
whatever.
only meeting that we ever had with T.O.K was the first meeting where we all sit down together after the tinted car incident,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they didn't want no clash thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Fine. We don't want no clash thing either then. If you don't want to do that, fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We just do our thing and do our thing. Boom bang. But to me it did just sound like as if you just don't know how to just confront a situation face to face and deal with it, and just behind the back thing, you know. Because I'm sure no say if they saw five of us, them would have think twice about what them do. You understand me? We just make it pass because we the rest of group members were all over Kingston. I look for them all over Kingston from about 12 o'clock till night, and then in and can't find none of them.
Mm-hmm.
We go up and whisper them. One of them used to live that a BSc. We go all about. Yeah, man, we go. Yeah, bro. We are searching them because that is a chicken move, a coward move, bro. You understand me? But just we hear on the shout say Daville did in a meeting with them. That's just not even what for call it.
Mm-hmm.
You
And I
understand me?
guess that's the part you really didn't like because if this is supposed to be the enemies and we're
Yeah,
supposed to be a united front, how come
yeah.
one of us are gone and the four of us are back here?
And you're having meetings with the enemy.
Mhm.
It hurt me, bro. Up to this day, it hurt me, but it is what it is.
So you guys didn't realize that Daville was about to go solo at this time, or what was the vibe like in the group?
It wasn't the first Davil did that. It wasn't the first. When before we were anything, before we were anything at all, he did it. Yeah, he did it with his father, Jatamas. But me can't understand that. Me can't understand that part. You understand me? Because we weren't nothing then, and groups weren't popular back then. So his father must have been thinking that Davil has a lot of talent, right? Which he does. But if you want to take this thing serious, you need a solo career. So yeah, me not have no problem with that. You understand me? The problem when me have is when you're around, because by this time now we they're around penthouse, right? And then certain songs that should have been done with the group is done with Davil alone. Hey, I've looked all my life. Boom bang, fine. You go through the gate.
That
You
was supposed to
understand
be
me?
a ARP song.
That should have been. That was done when the group was there.
Hmm.
You understand me? I say.
Hmm.
You understand me? I'm not gonna say that it is or not because other people got have them side of the story, but too far as my as far as my knowledge of how it goes,
Hmm.
it should have been A.R.P and Marcia Griffiths. You understand me? Kind of get technical. I mean, I want to mention certain people name and them go say what them not to say. You understand me? Yeah, just leave it at that. Yeah, but the main perpetrator is a Davil. We want a group member because even if other people suggest certain things to you, your group supposed to come first. You understand me? So me can't blame nobody else but you, right? And you know say a big tune that and I know good one, but your voice behind my back and you know say yeah do some singing and so yeah that happened. Yeah, him getting big break and him started doing stuff by himself. So now he's out of the group.
So there was no official. Hey guys, this is what I'm doing here. I think I want to go pursue this for 5 years, and I'll come back if the case or whatever the case. There was no.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Mhm.
You know? The reason for that, I think his reason for that is because Gilbert was no longer Gilbert at that point was incarcerated. You understand me? But my point is this, brother, the amount of things that we got through. You understand me? I said the amount of things that we got through for the years were past. Places where we have to walk and I run from gunshot and all of them things there. And you know remember we in a them way there, brother. Kinda hurt me still. You see it?
Mhm.
And it's not like say you know get you reach where you are because of us. A.R.P. No nobody else. You know really show no form of gratitude towards A.R.P. You know? And yeah man.
And that was okay. Let's wrap the T.O.K. and then we're gonna get into Deville here. So then
Yeah.
fight happened. All of this happened. Cool. So when was the next time everybody saw each other again? Then
Who? You mean the group?
yeah.
A.R.P.?
When did ARP see
Mm.
T.O.K. again? Next after all of this.
Uh I don't remember if we did.
Hmm.
I can't remember. It's more like individually seeing T.O.K. right? Because when I was in Europe, I saw them
Mhm.
um at a show. We were in Germany, and I saw them.
Mhm.
Or I would say BSC, and but none of the war thing with nobody, and them none of the war thing with me. And we good now,
It was
Me
just
especially me and BSC good. Me
it was
and good
just a
because
moment in time.
we're
You know?
almost like the same thing. We're almost like we're at it, but we stay to ourselves, and you understand me. I said so. Me good with BSC.
Mhm.
Me good with the short one. Sometimes we had him jog in the morning, So
Okay.
we good. We good, man. We
So
good.
that was
So,
it ended. It had an altercation. Yeah, cool. There was nothing way too serious, but then that's where it ended, and everybody moved on, and everybody was good.
everybody move on, and
Mhm. Good.
that is when after that is when T.O.K actually surpassed us,
Hmm.
right? Because we were in a lot of mix up and all of that stuff.
Hmm.
People people weren't really as true as they were around us, right? And T.O.K had the backing. They had Shams, they had LOY. You understand me? So they were in a better position than us,
Hmm. And
right?
that's what a lot of
Musically.
people don't understand.
They were
It's
they were getting the better rhythms and all of that stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay. So then
yeah.
now, okay, fight occurred. Okay, Deville is
Mm.
starting to separate. So when did Deville make the clean break then? Say, okay, I'm out of here.
When you got that hit,
Hmm.
when you got that hit with Marcel,
Hmm.
yeah. So he wanted we actually he wanted to give the group another try. Um few years after, about a year after, right? Because start by that time, Fifth Element was so much interested in us. Big up David, big up Sube, big up the rest of Fifth Element crew. You don't know. Because at that time now, as a matter of fact, before that, when we were with specialists
Hmm.
in Miami, we hung out at Winston Riley's studio, right? So when we were there, we meet up with Anthony Cruz, and we were and Kimani Mali, you know. So we did some harmonies for Kimani on his album, and we were hanging out with Cruz. So we were one of the influences for Cruz to come to Jamaica as well. So yeah. So
Okay.
when
So
when when
he wasn't in Jamaica at this time here, Anthony Cruz.
no no man, Anthony Cruz come to Jamaica. I think in the 2000, in early 2000, around that time.
So he was living abroad and then came back after the music started.
Yeah, he was contemplating if he should, cause if he wanted to hit, then he had to come to Jamaica.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, man. So him come to Jamaica now. Him start live at Jamaica and things. So you know, he was the one who introduced us to Fifth Element, right? But at that time, um you had Richie, you had Anthony Cruz, you had Chuck Fender, you had what's her name? Why me can't remember her name, man? She's so popular.
Which one is
Big
it?
singer, man. Big singer, Itana.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. So they had them with them at that time, you know, and they were very much alive back then. They wanted to sign us, and we were actually in the room, papers on the table, A.R.P, David, and the manager, and Daville and A.R.P. Everybody ready for sign, agreed to the terms and everything, until the point Daville said, "Someone about my career." Boss just take up the contract them and just tear them up. So film career come, him never want mash up film career, you understand me? Him never want mash up film career. Him want film career and A.R.P career to go the same time. You understand me? That was not the that was not the place for that. So that fall through, and that was basically the end of A.R.P.
So
So
the last run for A.R.P was trying to sign with Fifth Element. That didn't work, and everything dissolved from there.
everything dissolved basically from there.
What happened to the okay? So then Daville's off doing his thing. What happened to the other three members?
Um, Alwyn, no, we had a show. We had a show on Best of the Best. That was our last performance.
Mhm.
As a group, Best of the Best in Miami.
What year was
When
it?
it was what was Amphitheater. So it was the last year they kept it at Amphitheater. So I think it was what 2000 and around 2003, 2003 or so.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but around that time, you know, around 2004. Yeah, around 2004.
Mhm.
Around that time. I'm not quite sure on the year, but that was our last performance. And Alwyn was in Miami, um, and the rest of us were living in Jamaica at the time.
And did Daville join you guys for that performance, or this was just for you guys?
No man, that Daville was there.
Mhm.
Daville was there. Daville was there. Me, only Gilbert wasn't there.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay, and then now, what are the other members doing right? Clearly, besides you and Daville, what are the other three doing right now?
Well, um, Gilbert is not in music business anymore. I think Patrick is actually he's in the music business, but in the dub world,
Hmm.
like myself.
Hmm.
Me in the dub world too. Um, and Alvin is no longer in the music business as well. So
Hmm. And what
that's where
year
it's at.
would you say the group officially dissolved?
Yeah, around 2004, 2003, around that.
Got you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what were your first moves? Now, okay,
Mhm.
everybody is doing their thing. Now, what did Mitch do? How did you? What were your first steps to really say, okay, you know what, I got to get this up and running?
Yeah. So after that, no, I started hanging around the dub studios, basically Exodus, and that time they were at Father Rome's place.
Hmm.
So I was normally around here, and then General B, bless him, see him where Virgin. Him used to him used to come link me up and carry me all about. Because at that time now I started living in Portmore, and when he used to drive and come from, you understand me, and can him say me can't give up on him something. I have to continue fight. You understand me? So him give me the motivation to continue in a music business. So yeah, man, I'm a virgin that.
Mhm.
You see. So him used to come for me and we just go studios and stuff every day and stuff, you know. And then we started hanging around people where me trust. So Sly and Robbie, Buju Banton, that's it. You understand me?
Mhm.
Me do dubs or me do some songs other places, but those two places were my main place. You understand me? Around people where I can trust and them trust my ability as well. So I ended up doing an album, more than one album for Sly Rabbit
Okay.
and Taxi Gang. Yeah. So I first I did I was in another group, another kind of group,
Yeah.
you know, for a project in Japan, Project 7.
Mhm.
And we did that, and then right after we did my album, which had a few hits on it. DJ, just run some tune, DJ. Give me some of that sensei. Hey, hook up to this game, man. You can't stop smoking weed. Pardon, that's what it said.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, man, and then me do I had on the album as well, because you know that rhythm DJs on is the da 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 is Vegas said lean with it, rock with it, hot
Yes.
funk with it,
Mhm.
and yeah, man, that rhythm there. So
Mhm.
it was a hit, and then papa yeah papa 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 extension clips to come. Yeah. Trial and tribulations, I tell you, we no want no more. On the Baltimore rhythm, and then it just shut up. You see? But the DJ one, though, thanks to Mighty Mike and Big A, that one was a big hit. They worked with me, yeah, man.
Mhm.
You see? Them give me a lot of strength back then. And then Want No More came out and DJ Wayne just run with it. Just give me the strength right off the bat. I'm responsible for that tune that hit.
Mhm.
Trust me, you know? And I just continued doing songs. I did that album and then I did a few EPs after. I ended up entering the festival competition um when 2007. Right? And when I did that I came third. I came third and that's the same competition that Cargo was in. Yes, man. You
No
didn't know
idea.
that.
No idea.
Boy, I tell you, muscle, me have some history, man. Me have some history, man. 'Cause enough of them, you know.
Mhm.
Cargo not one of them. But enough artists, me say, come and go, bro. Enough artists, me say, come and go. Cargo not one of them. Cargo did, Cargo did hungry feet.
Mhm.
Hungry feet them time, bro. Remember me tell you, you know. And then after we enter that now, I ventured off. I found out because at that time never really have no management, no management in my car at that time, you know. And kind of through my experiences, me kind of weary of managers and all of them stuff, there, bro. Cause trust me,
Mhm.
you know, me can't take certain things too lightly like that. So me just try venture it on my own. And then um that same year, is that same year? I think so. 97. Shano boss. Shano did boss. I think that time around the time
Lightning clap. Yeah, you mean 2007?
2007.
Yeah, yeah.
Shano did boss. Shano come from KT to from my school, from my high school.
Mhm.
You see it, so the link did there. Yeah, man. So tell me say must did go over Massachusetts and in buck up Red Rat and Red Rat give him a message and I airport Mr. Shano. The airport Mr. Shano and Shano say, yo Mitch, you know so Red Rat send me to link you. You have one big tune and bust up the whole of Massachusetts, brother. So forgive him a link. I say, oh, dude. Yeah, man, I'm gonna link him up, man. Ready at tell me say one tune and I do a tune because this time now me start record for Voiceful Records. That's Marvin, right? My next good brethren too. You see him never left me out. Never left me out. Never. You understand me? So while me na my dark stages then him dead at records, see me. You understand me? And we are doing stuff. A theme tune that though. The song the hit overseas. It now hit at Jamaica because it never released at Jamaica. So the song the name Fuck You Girl. You see it? So yes man, the song that Runway Massachusetts.
Mhm.
So that I'm my next break. So I started going to Massachusetts very often, doing shows and that song is our anthem over there right now. Up to this day. you know. And then I do my song them for Buju as well. You understand me? And
So
do a
you actually
couple.
recorded some songs for Butcher too.
Yeah, a lot of songs.
Mhm.
A lot of songs.
Because I
Yeah.
know you're on this thing there.
I am part of Buju's camp.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
even his album, Upside Down, all
Yeah.
right. How were you involved with that album there?
Well, where I get it, source, me not understand, where your source never come from? How you read the credits never or something?
Listen, my job sitting here in this seat here is supposed to know as much as I know and ask a question, then we get
Yeah, man. Well, with that album, um, I co-wrote two songs on the album, Cherry Pie and
mhm,
um
beat them
and Beat
bad.
Them Bad. Yeah, Cherry Pie with Pharrell. So
That makes sense because my next question was, what was that all about? The link with Pharrell. I was trying to figure out how were you linked with Pharrell?
that's my question to myself too, brother.
Yeah.
That's when that's why you see after all of these stuff, I start go Massachusetts.
Mhm,
Before me even got Massachusetts, right? Me start there was this girl who used to come to Buju studio called Minka,
mhm,
right? She's a very famous fashion designer in Jamaica,
mhm.
right? She used to put me onto this way of thinking, positive thinking, right? So she gave me this CD named Secrets.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you're aware of
Mhm,
that it was the audio.
mhm.
I didn't have the visual. It was the audio. It was an audio CD, and I listen it, and tried to understand it, and started practicing some of what was being said, and then I realized there's something to this, So, but somehow I lost the CD.
Mhm.
I lost the CD, bro. So how that happened is beyond my understanding. But I'm gonna tell you why I mentioned that
Mhm.
because after I started going to Massachusetts now, um like about 2 years, 2 years after, my daughter was my daughter was about to be born. My second daughter was about to be born in November, and she was birthed when I was on the plane, so I didn't get to see her, you know, and things ain't a going good. Things ain't a going good. Monetary wise, nothing ain't a going good them time there, bro. So all me did have is a positive thinking, say things are gonna pick up. I'm a voice. Step out, step out and we go Tampa. The show never go on good at Tampa. And I'm still I think positive. And then it's like out of the blues, this I call my virgin in Massachusetts and tell him say, yo, things are going good right now, you know, brother. What can happen? Man say, yo man, don't worry yourself, man. Everything is good, man. Everything's positive. Just get over here, man. He bought my ticket and I went there.
Mhm.
Bro, I got 5 shows. Got 5 shows to do. Right? By the time I'm supposed to leave, because this is November and I was there till December. Till no, I wasn't there. I was there until January.
Mhm.
My bad. Yeah. And in that time my computer got damaged. So when my computer got damaged now, he gave it to one of his friends who fix computers.
Mhm.
On our travels with that guy who was fixing my computer, we had a conversation. And then the secrets thing came back up again. This guy is so good at fixing computers.
Mhm.
Took him no time to fix it. Man said, don't worry, man, I got you. I have something special for you. He put that video on the computer.
Mhm.
And I watched that video of secrets about 20 times. Brother, till cause me still want money in a brother. Me still want some income before me cut in a brother.
Mhm.
And I put that thing to practice, brother. In less than 30 days, me get booked for about 3 more shows. Me leave Massachusetts and come back to Massachusetts in a February.
Mhm.
Before me reach back to Massachusetts in a February, I had some dreams, bro, with some numbers. See? And with me waking up. I woke up like 11 minutes after
Mhm.
one day. I woke up 33 minutes after 3. I woke up
Sequence.
5 minutes to 6. So that's 555 333 111. Right? Me born the 3rd of the 15th, 1975. The 3rd of the 15th. You hear me?
Mhm.
That's my birthday.
Mhm.
I was on the plane going back. I was on the plane going back. I went back to Massachusetts the 22nd of February. That is the day Bossy, them lock up Bossy for good that time.
Mhm.
It's said here. That's how me can remember the 22nd of February. And when Mr. Bossy, you know who me attack.
Mhm.
So I was on the plane going to Massachusetts, and on the plane in Atlanta came this woman. This woman started talking about her daughter and some signs that she saw. because she was on some golf course and she saw this pink ball which represented cancer and stuff with a ribbon and stuff. And I ended up having a conversation with her and telling her my story about the whole numbers thing. Lo and behold, this woman is a psychic reader. Muscle, yo, when the woman tell me this now, I'm tell her my story. The woman said, so you know what this means? So me don't know what this means. What does this mean?
Mhm.
The woman said to me, something big is going to happen to you to recognize. As I came off the plane, bro, and I went into my friend's cars and tell them, say, yo, when I expect something big to happen, and bro.
Mhm.
Big, 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 big. They had already planned my birthday show, a show for my birthday and another show for them in a club called Central Nightclub. Central Nightclub at that time could hold about, it's a club, it's a nightclub, could hold about 5,000 people, bro.
Okay.
That night it had almost 10,000 people in that place. 10,000 people. People were even standing on tabletops.
Hmm.
When they mentioned Mitch, and Mitch and him one tune, hey, what you doing to me? It's making me wanna hold you and fuck you, girl. Scream my name when you feel the pain. I'm gonna rock you, world. I didn't sing anything more.
Mhm.
The whole Central nightclub, finish it for me, bro. Finish it for me, bro. Boostpin protect me. Everybody say, yo, I hit this.
Mhm.
You're a star now. You're a legend in Massachusetts, bro. Up to this day, let me say that. But it's unexpected to me, bro. You understand me? This woman don't say it already to me, so all I mean is just bro. And that wasn't the worst of it. Remember me tell you,
Mhm.
whether me lose my license, me lose my driver's license in the club, me lose my jacket, me lose my glasses, me lose my belt, me lose the girl them rampant the night there. Lose my license and didn't know that I lost my license.
Mhm.
Brother, before me leave Massachusetts, right? We had this they had the birthday party for me. And when I was in the party the night, because weeks before that, I'm searching on the whole place with the license. Can't find the license, can't find the jacket, can't find nothing. Give up on it. Yo, is a guy who from the first time I ever went to Massachusetts found the driver's license and had it in his pocket. Didn't even know that I was gonna be at that club. When he popped out the driver's license
Mhm.
and showed it to me, I called my friends, the ones that picked me up at the airport, and I remember I told them that I had something big was going to happen. See there, 15, 3, me get back my license. Bro, up to this day, I can't figure it out.
It's just, listen, your life just seems to be very, a lot of divine things just happens in your life from beginning to end. How you even got into the business to form with A.R.P and stuff like that. That's into, you
It
can't,
just it's
you can't make that up, boss.
me no know it's all to me it's just how you think, bro.
Hmm.
That's why I'm believing me believe in there's power in words.
Mm-hmm.
There's power in thoughts. From a child, I always was looking to the skies. I look up to the clouds, and when I used to see the plane them come through the cloud, me used to think say I up there so far as God live it. Me used to think I up there so behind the cloud them a foreign. So I have to reach that I reach it look so close. So
Mm-hmm.
I always think that me I go reach up the one of them there from a little picnic. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what you're thinking, but you already put this energy out there
Into the universe, and then the
in the
universe answers
universe.
you. Yep.
So it must come back. It must come back, bro. But
Mm-hmm.
you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? But I just how it go. You never
Yeah.
know me a flyer, traveler, and none of them thing there.
Crazy.
But you can just picture it in your mind and it will happen. It have to happen.
It's so wild. Again, as I said, your life is
Mhm.
so crazy. I got a couple more questions for you before I get you out of here. Right
Yeah,
now, I know that you even have some new music out right now.
yeah,
One of your newest songs out right now is Social Media.
right.
All right. How did you come up with that? It's a wicked song.
I want to tell you, me look on it and I say, all right, pop up on the YouTube. I see this drama with Jack Cure. Then you see this drama with Major Hype. Then you see this drama with Spice. You see this drama with whole heap of other set of people, even before them, bro.
Hmm.
You understand me? And you say, what is the fun in this? Where's the fun? You understand me? We are bash down people. We are ruining people's lives through the social media thing. You understand me? And through it all, some people is like you ridicule somebody, you bash down somebody as if you're holier than this person who you're ridiculing. Like this should never have happened to a person like you are. Everybody is human, bro.
Hmm.
Everybody is human, right? Why you gonna make it look as if you not do them something? Just because you not get caught, you know. Cause trust me, you have skeleton in your closet too. You
For sure.
understand? So stop being the hypocrite.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that's how the song came about. You understand me? I don't know about other people's life like that, but me know say everybody a human being. You can't everybody make mistakes, bro.
Hmm.
It's how you come back from the mistake that matters. You
For sure.
understand? Because when your time coming up, when your time come, what you are gonna do? What you are gonna say? Eh?
You get it. You understand.
Yeah.
Another song I see you
Mm.
pushing right now is Enemies.
Oh, enemies has been out for a while though.
Hmm.
Enemies, I've been trying with that song, but it's very popular in Africa though.
Okay.
Very popular. Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Especially in Malawi. Very popular there. You
Hmm.
know? Yeah. So that song is basically an inspirational song, you know?
Hmm.
Never give up, bro.
Ever.
From January to December. Same way.
You understand.
Yeah,
Crazy,
man.
crazy. And the newest project I see you working on, it's a collaboration with the Jekyll.
Huh?
ZJ Rush. The newest thing I see you working on right now is with the Jekyll ZJ Rush. All
Oh,
right.
Jackal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mission accomplished. That's on his album. That's on his album. And that's the title. Actually, we finished doing the music video Saturday gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, man. And right now I'm actually finishing up my project with Buju. So expect that soon this year.
Mm-hmm. Is it an
Yeah,
EP or full album?
album. Yeah, it's an album. Yeah, I think I'm gonna name it Phoenix.
Mhm. Rise from the ashes.
Exactly, bro. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that name. You know,
Wicked
I,
name.
I have some songs already finished.
Mhm.
I have a lot of songs finished. We're just finishing up the project. So
What I like with you is you seem to be very loyal to a situation because again, Buju was gone for like 10 years. All right. You were with him when he was gone, and you're still with him when he came back. You understand?
that's just me. You know, yeah, that's just me. Even when I was in the group, bro, I had this chain. I had a chain. It wasn't really a chain. It was a dog tag,
Mhm.
right? And on that dog tag wrote number one. That's how I believed in my group.
Mhm.
That's how I believe in my I love unity,
Mhm.
and I love camaraderie. You understand me? That is just me. He's all for the team.
Mhm.
You understand me? When I was at school, I was in a I was on a team, and I played an important part as well as the rest of guys. Yeah, Jabba Ari, all of them big up on themselves for yeah, Katie all the way, said way. But that's just me as a person. Me can't change that, bro. I like unity, and I love the group thing,
Mhm.
you know. But if the group thing didn't work out, me still a push on same way.
Mhm.
Because music and the whole thing, music is what I love most.
Out of everything. You're right.
Yeah,
Talking about group, this is the last one I have for ARP. I have one more
yeah,
for you. I get you out of here. Today,
yeah, man.
2021. What's your relationship like with Daville, if you even have one?
Yeah, we have a him call now and then. Him call now and then, like probably once or twice for the year or every 2 year. But him still there, but you know,
Mhm.
him, I don't know if I make up of that relationship,
Mhm.
basically. You know, he is to himself, and we are to ourselves, basically. You know, but I don't have any ill feelings towards him because he is who he is. I am who I am. Still I live. Make bygones be bygones, bro. Let that go on.
That's a great answer right there. That totally makes sense. All right.
Yeah, man.
Last one here for you. Your hairstyle.
Mm.
How do you come up with his hairstyle? Because for as long as I could remember Mitch, I've always seen the patch of blonde. Always. For as long as I could, whether your hair was a full hair or just half, the blonde is always in the middle. How did you come up with that?
Me no know. All we know is that them say them need an image. We
Mhm.
need an image. Find an image. I'm me creative away. So
Mhm.
as I tell you, I was an artist. So I just try find something where probably I make a stand out at back then. You know, I'm
Mhm.
just stick with it. Even if we take it out, people still recognize me.
Mhm.
So what the heck?
Because I was thinking, I said, listen, if Mitch comes on this interview today and he doesn't have the hairstyle, I'm going to tell him, say, boss, we got to reschedule until you get back to hairstyle.
It's understandable, bro. It's understandable.
No, that's
Yeah,
signature right there, boss.
yeah,
This has been
yeah,
an
man.
epic conversation. Your honesty from beginning was
Yeah,
next level. You know what I mean? And that's what I think a lot of people are going to appreciate because again, we hear Mish, we hear all the dubs, we hear the 45s, the singles, and all of that, but we
yeah,
really don't get to sit down and see what's in your mind. What are you really thinking? You know?
yeah,
Yeah, man. This was
yeah,
this
man.
real dope, in-depth, honest conversation.
Yeah, man. So people just make sure to look out for the new album produced by Gargamel himself. Yeah, man, on Gargamel music label. Yeah,
Where could they check you out on social
2021. Yes, on Instagram, it's Mitch again.
media? Mhm.
On Twitter, it's Mitch again, but the S is not a S, is a Z. On yeah, on Facebook, Mitch the singer. Mitchinga. Me have a little conflict with another Mitch on YouTube, because me realize more times say some of my songs them I get mixed up with his. So we need to sort that out too.
Mhm.
You know. I'm young in the business, but yeah, still need to sort that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Listen, leave us with something. You can't just come here with all these hits and you're not gonna leave us with something. Leave us with something before we get out of here, please.
All day, all night, always. To guide and protect us. You never left us against evil, unseen enemies. You never left us. Never need. All right, podcast. Me and me high grade lock up like a cuff. You see me? Smith again.
Wow,
Well,
that's what I needed right there. That right there, bossy. Thank you
yeah.
so very much for sitting down today. This was an epic, great conversation. Thank you so very much.
Respect every time, Muscle and Entertainment Report podcast. Yeah, it was a pleasure. You don't know.
No
Smith again. Tell your friend. Hey, hey.
Mitch, let me give you an outro and get you out of here because this was great. Well,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Muscle, and this has been another Two Line Music Huts Entertainment Report podcast, and we are out.
Hey.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinesmusichut.com.